Welcome to the Shard Multimedia Studio. I'm Paul Shard, and my wife Cheryl and I have been sailing and filming around the world for 30 years. Right now, we're self-isolating after returning from our boat in Panama. We filmed today's show 3 months ago in the lovely Exuma Islands, celebrating New Year's, checking out the Junkanoo parade in George Town, and getting stuck in shallow waters while searching for filming locations of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Look at that, right by the boat. Well, there's 6 of them. Well, this is the last day of 2019. That's pretty exciting. Make it down to George Town again. The first time we were here 30 years ago. That's pretty cool. There's supposed to be some people going to the beach to have a bonfire, so let's see what's up with that. We've got a really nice couple of days coming up here where it's really flat. A nice way to start the new year down here without the strong and heavy winds we've been having for the last little while. What do you say, Cher? Are we off?
Yep. We got our snacks and our drinks, and it's gonna be a party.
Hey, Happy New Year's!
Happy New Year!
Uh-oh, you're gonna pour gasoline on the fire, right?
This is a great idea. Here in Holland in 5 minutes, so we can get there.
We start the New Year's from Holland, and then and then 1 more hour we have England.
Yeah. And then we have to wait a bit.
Then we have someplace in Brazil, I think.
Oh, is that right? Are they like half an hour?
No, well, like another hour.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh. I just feel the devil.
A couple of mosquitoes there, Cher.
Yeah, we're here right at sunset. It's when they're especially hungry.
And it's also super calm tonight,
And
eh?
yeah, there's no breeze tonight. It's a lovely night to be out, but on the beach there's lots of mosquitoes and little tiny sand fleas called no-see-ums because you can't see them. But once the sun goes down and the fire is smoky, I think we'll have a beautiful evening here on the beach.
En yellow-tailed snappers. Die zijn moeilijk te schieten.
Here you go.
And you caught the lobster today and made the bread today.
Actually, Rick caught the lobster and I made the bread, but so that was a little bit of teamwork.
Beautiful, wow.
So he took a flight and he was gone. And the boat was on the bottom. It was
Wow, delicious.
Meestal als je dat weet was.
Sounds like we're counting down.
We are. Okay,
Cruisers midnight.
Everybody, Cruisers midnight, 9 o'clock. We are going to bring in the new year, 2020. What
2020,
is it?
the year of
The year
vision.
of clear vision. Like 2020 vision, get it?
I got it.
Great.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year! Rudy, tell us a song on your...
What cruiser doesn't carry a chainsaw?
You need a chainsaw on a boat. To scare off other people.
Hardly a good defensive weapon. Look at this gorgeous place. This is George Town Harbour, one of our very favorite spots in the Bahamas. It's an amazing place. There's only, I think, maybe 200 boats or something here, and it gets up to 300 or 350 or so later in the year. But even with this 200 we have now, this little anchorage we're in has only got about 20 or so, I think, because there's lots of little anchorages around. I'm just going to get the drone up and show you that. That is if, in fact, the wind isn't too strong for this little guy today. This is our second drone. We don't use this very often. because we can't launch it off the boat very easily. That's the problem with that. But I was thinking about the first time we came here, which was nearly 30 years ago. I guess it was 1990 in January, so just a week from now, 30 years ago. We came here the first time and fell in love with Georgetown as it's such a great cruisers hangout. And even then, 30 years ago, there was over 300 boats there in the middle of the winter. We'll see how many people come this winter, but there's still room for more. If you guys want to come down and visit, Georgetown is fantastic. If you are making a cruising plan through the Bahamas, probably Georgetown's on the list. And I'll show you what that looks like from the drone if we don't crash it into a tree or land it in the water or something. So.
It's over a mile across this spacious harbor to Georgetown itself, and today there's the most popular Bahamian festival of the year.
Hey! It's Junkanoo, man! Junkanoo!
I'm OJ, yeah.
These floats are spectacular. When did you start working on them?
We started working on these in October.
October. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
And so is there a group of you that gets together? And...
Right. In Exuma we have 3 groups.
Uh-huh.
We have the musical youth, that's us.
Right.
We have the Crusaders, they're setting up over there. And then we have the Warriors, they're setting up on the other side, near the gas station.
Okay.
There's 3 groups.
Yeah. And what is it celebrating?
No, it's just a Bahamian cultural festival. You know, back in just like slavery days, this is the time like when the slaves had a chance to celebrate the one part time of the year. So it's just like tradition we just keep carrying on year after year.
And it's called
Junkanoo.
Does that mean anything?
Junkanoo. I know it derived from a guy called John Canoe.
Oh.
But I don't know how they got it to Junkanoo. Yeah.
It's
So
just evolved to that.
yes.
But it's always around New Year's or...
We have, in Exuma we do 1 parade, but in Nassau we have 2 parades, one on Boxing Day and one on New Year's.
Tighten up the skin.
Right. So it tightens them and then makes them more pliable, or? So, what's your favorite TV show?
Distant Shores is our favorite show. We
Hands
follow
down.
it. We love the YouTube. We love all of it. And you guys open us up to a world that a lot of people don't get to see, and we really appreciate it. So, thank you.
The Bahamian Junkanoo troupe numbers in the hundreds, from band members playing instruments, dancers, and a number with the most exotic, complicated costumes, some nearly 20 feet tall. The main street through town has been closed for the whole evening, and each group takes a turn on center stage. First they push their elaborate main float, then follow the most exotic costume dancers laboring under these huge costumes. Although they are made from light materials, the enormous costumes often weigh 200 pounds, with some tipping the scales at closer to 400.
Junkanoo is a family-friendly event with participants starting quite young. There are hundreds taking part in the parade and thousands lining the street to cheer everyone on. Everyone knows someone who is in the show and cheers enthusiastically.
My personal favorite costume is an 8-foot-tall Bahamian lobster. How do they do it?
This piece here, this close to 300 hours just to work on this right here.
300 hours.
100 hours. Some days you could be working on it, and at the end of the day, you ask yourself, what did you done?
Yeah.
No, I'm seriously. You're in the flow, but when you finish, you look at it, I do that all day. You didn't go on that far. You don't look at it, so the hours does. And hours fly by fast. Many times you go in the bed around 1 o'clock at night because you're just sitting down, working on it, and time just keep on getting away. When you check stuff, you have to put it down and go to bed because you have to go to work. So, yeah. So all of this is just for bragging rights. Just for bragging rights.
Besides lobsters, many of our favorite things around the Exumas are represented here, with sharks, iguanas, swimming pigs, and James Bond's Thunderball Cave, and all this carried by one man.
Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. It's just great. Everybody knows each other here, and the sailors are included, and the costumes were beautiful. The night was perfect. Wow, best Junkanoo ever.
Today we're location scouting. The movies, the Pirates of the Caribbean movies franchise, they had a number of scenes shot in the Bahamas, and at least in 2 movies they shot right around here somewhere on these shallow sandbanks, and looked like a fun place to explore for the day. So we're currently aground. It's mid-tide and rising, but we have to get across this bar, so we may have to wait a little while, but I'm going to raise the keel and see if we can just sort of push in, and if we can get across it now, then there's a pool inside, we should be able to anchor it. Let's give it a try. So we're raising the keel. We're drawing about 6 feet now. Or not.
Whoops.
Now we're aground. We're just close. I think if we could get just right there, we'd be good to go. We're kind of stuck. I brought the keel a little too far up, so we've... My plan was to use the keel to slow us when we ran into shallow water, so we could raise it and pull off. Unfortunately, I had the keel a little higher up than I thought, and we've run aground without that safety margin. I've pushed the keel down so it's going to be resting in the sand, and that'll hold us in place. And then as the tide comes up, it'll float, and then hopefully we get about this much more water. We should have enough to sneak in here. We just do that calculation and make sure that, because if we scrape or get stuck at the high tide as we go in, then we're really stuck. Like right now, the tide's rising. It's a safe time to explore. And check out this filming location. It's really pretty. Go take a look around, see if there's a route out of here.
Not a bad place to be stuck for a while.
Just to our port side, we have this shallower water, and there's the water we need just behind us, which is about 5 feet deep, and that's only 3 feet deep right there.
So what are you doing?
Well, we're stern thrusting to keep us away from the shoal. We got it.
What happened?
We got off. Okay, perfect. So the tide came back. That was a little bit. Still got a bit to rise. Go find an area that's not quite as shallow as that.
That's part of the fun, seeing what we can do.
Oh yeah, it's a hoot. tide has turned now, so we've swung back over on top of our anchor. We've got a room in here to just swing around in this little pool when the tide gets down. Should be fine. You can see the anchor right up there.
Oh yeah, I watched it set. It was
You
beautiful.
can see it setting from here. That's
Yeah.
fabulous.
No, just went, I can see it.
Oh, there's the whole bow. Look, there we are in the bow.
Yep.
Huh. Hey. Happy New Year. Yeah, you can see it's not that deep. Wow, it looks like we're so close to the bottom. I don't think we're that close. We're probably 2.5 feet off the bottom.
It's such an amazing place to get out and have a walk. It's a pristine beach, but it's quite soft sand, so it's a good workout walking in it.
Wow, the sun's set and we can still see down through the water, see that starfish walking around the bottom.
And so another year of exploring this great planet of ours begins. And we look forward to bringing you along on upcoming voyages to distant shores. Cheers to you. Thanks everyone for your support, whether through your views, comments, likes, or patronage. We'll see you out there.